Hopefully they won't make us wait too long. Perfect. This hand is decent, not the best, but it's something, and we're on the draw, so hopefully we can draw one of our 1-drops. No go. That's fine. It looks like we might be playing a black-blue control deck. I've seen a few of these in climbing, so hopefully, okay. I guess it's a Grixis deck. Okay, let's see what we're gonna deal with. Right now I'm gonna run the Hermit out because if he has a removal spell, he'll remove it. Gonna draw something out. Gotta get on the board early, you know. Egg. Gonna have the egg. I think he's gonna kill it. He might Dragon Fire or whatever it's called. Or they might opt just to play the egg and leave 1 blue up. If I was him, I would definitely kill it because, like I mentioned before, this card's a menace. It's too big of a problem just to be left alone, if you will. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to leave our thought coming up. When we have more mana, that's when we'll bring this guy back. We really want him looking at the top 3 cards. No, let's counter that because this is going to be a game of resources. So we already see they're missing mana. There we go. They didn't play a land, so they're definitely hurting for a land. And we're going to keep this up again. So we're going to see what happens. Because again, we don't have a creature, but we do have the advantage. We haven't missed our land drops yet. And if they have counter magic, we're going to draw it out with this memory deluge here. So you either use it, saw it coming. If this card isn't All-Around's Epiphany, it's definitely saw it coming. And unfortunately, that's unfortunate for them. That is really unfortunate. And again, we're just going to untap and jam. Yeah, we're going to jam Limerith. If they have it, they have it. If they don't, they don't. If they don't, then we're in a really good position here. And I think the game might be ending within a few turns from now. Yeah, that's see how powerful it was just by stopping the expressive iteration. This is what this deck is supposed to do outside of punching people in the face. So let's just go ahead and attack with Limerith. We know obviously once he untaps, he's no longer has ward, but we got to get in there. We got to try to end the game, you know? So this might be the opportunity that he was waiting for, but unfortunately for him, or her, or Mento, we have cards such as this. Now the question is, do we divide it by 0? And then we bounce him back when he tries to do it on his main phase? Yeah, let's just bounce it back. And then we're going to learn, of course. And what we'll do is we're going to get teachings. Since they're not really playing their resources. So we'll play this. Boom, 5, draw a card. Counter magic. A land is good. And what we'll do is we'll play the Delver out as well. And we'll leave Fading Hope up. So, you know, we have something at least, you know? So ideally he'll try to do it again. And we're going to Fading Hope. Limerith. We'll get it back to our hands. And hopefully our Delver will flip on the upkeep, which it does not. That's still good because we have the damage. Yep, perfect. We got a concession. That's wonderful. All right, so in this matchup, we're going to take the rejects out, even though we suspect there's going to be dragons in. But we want to protect ourselves more so than anything. So we're going to be bringing Test the Talents because this is another control mid-range-ish deck. And we're going to basically put the talents in. This way, whenever they cast a spell or instant or sorcery, if we manage to catch expressive iteration, that's going to hurt them a big deal. That's kind of like their 2-drop ponder, if you will. So we're waiting. And again, I don't think anyone's playing mono blue outside of me. I'm a maniac. I'm always playing these off off-kiltered Brood in my head deck, so we're going to see what happens in this one. But as you guys can see so far, the Dex is working out really well. All right, so we won on the draw, and I'm going to assume Fomento is also going to want to play again. So that means we'll get the extra card, and hopefully this time around we will get a Delver. I couldn't ask for a better hand. This is a wonderful opening hand. Now, obviously, they're going to have some 1-drop or maybe even 2-drop removals, and I'm fine with that. That's perfectly fine. If I was them, I'd get rid of the Beholden Multiverse because you don't want me drawing. That's an excellent choice. Get in there. And the best part about this deck is you think it's a really heavily controlled deck, which I guess it kind of is, but it's more of a tempo deck, if you will. So when they side in duresses, that means they're taking out, or maybe even the creature kill is suffering on their part. So we're just going to go ahead and jam that in. And we're going to play this, leaving the Fading Hope up. Because they already saw our hand. And we just revealed Auron's Epiphany to them. The only card they haven't seen is the Divide by 0. So, with that being said, we go Faceless Haven. And as I mentioned before in the deck tech, the Delvers would probably take us home right now. Does this pause? This is never a good sign with this pause right here. Kind of like they're conflicted on what they're going to do, or they're thinking really bad about their next move, and they know the Fading Hope is going to arrive. So it's kind of damned if you will, damned if you don't, you know? They probably have the Spire card. It's a 1-drop red that exiles a creature. Or you're going to have the Prismari command. How do I feel about letting my... I don't. I want to give it back. And this way I can also help transform this one. So we'll put this to the bottom. And we'll decline, unfortunately. But let's just get in there anyway. Hopefully we're not looking for like a meat hooks. That'd be really upsetting if I got hooked. But, you know, if we're going to get hooked, we might as well go all in, kind of. They did make a treasure, so I could expect a meat hook to be coming. So I'll just foretell this. And I'm pretty sure we may be encountering a meat hook here, especially if they're a Grixis deck. Or we might just see a Goldspan Dragon here. Okay, I was wrong. It's the Moonveil Regent. Reveal. Reveal. We don't have a land yet. But what we're going to do is we're going to divide this guy by 0. Only because we can go ahead and take the environmental science from us. And we'll attack in for 6. Dropping them to 10. And we still have our Fading Hope in our hand. Just to do the same thing all over again. So hopefully they do that. And, you know, we'll be one step closer to getting the W. Yep, so it seems like they're going to do the same thing, and this time they may have counter magic available. So let's just we're going to go Fading Hope here. Put this right back in your hand. That's unfortunate for him. For them. Boom, boom. And let's just go like this. So we can ensure we get our land next turn. And we gain 2 life in the process. Now I'm going to hold out on casting the Ascendant Spirit because I would like to actually have something to try to recover with, if you know. But at the same time, you know what? Let me just pause. Let's look at the board state. So we know if they meat hooks us for 2, they're going to have 1, 2. They're going to have probably 2 mana available. The odds of them being able to kill our Faceless Haven is really high. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold off on this because the Faceless Haven can maybe save us. So if they do the same thing again, which they may, we'll just activate the Faceless Haven and hopefully we can just take the game home. But we might actually catch an Auron's Epiphany here. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Okay, so the good thing here, as I mentioned before, is that Faceless Haven does not tap when it attacks. So I'm going to go ahead and animate this, and if they do something, I'm going to just test of talents it, okay? So let's just see what we got here. Activate this, and we may get a concession here. Attack. And we 2-0 them again. All right, guys, so we'll be back for game 3